We have clearing skies. We had that cold front move through yesterday, and we talked about how it would be a difference maker. Mid to upper 60s right now in Dallas, Carrollton, Garland, and Irving, all about 10 degrees cooler than where we were at this very same time yesterday. And high temperatures today will stay in the 80s. We don't have that humidity like we did yesterday either, so everything's looking good today. Plenty of sunshine, a bit of a breeze this afternoon, but less than 15 miles per hour. Just an enjoyable Wednesday for us, and hopefully you can spend a lot of time outside for today. And it's going to stay about this nice for the next several days, certainly through the end of the work week. Here's the latest look at Hurricane Irma as it continues in toward the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. It's already hit a few of the islands here in the northern Leeward Islands overnight. This is a pretty monstrous hurricane, not only in strength but also in size, 800 miles from end to end. And to put that into perspective, that's bigger than the state of Texas. You can see from the Panhandle all the way down toward the lower Rio Grande Valley is less than 800 miles long, and really from East Texas to the far tip near El Paso is 700 miles. So this is a big hurricane. It means business, and it continues to track off to the west. And as I mentioned, the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico are next. It could pass just north of Puerto Rico and north of Hispaniola and work through the Florida Straits coming up over the weekend. You see the wind speeds are still forecast to be a major hurricane strength between 145 to 155 miles an hour. Of course, if it takes a more southerly path across Cuba, that will tear it apart a bit. There's a lot of mountainous terrain here that will tend to shear the storm, but it's still forecast to move into the Florida Straits and take that northern turn toward Florida. At least the official track here moves it right through the center of Florida coming up by late Sunday. But there is a bit of a shift to the east with our computer models. Now, I know this is a lot of lines to look at. We call this a spaghetti plot. I think you can see why. But notice where most of them are. There are very few to the west of the track. There are more this morning to the east of the track. So if I'm living in Georgia or South Carolina or even North Carolina, I'm preparing for hurricane, at least hurricane effects. Maybe not a direct landfall, but certainly they'll feel the effects in Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Looking at the chance for hurricane strength winds, certainly near Puerto Rico, the northern parts of Dominican Republic could have a low chance of hurricane force winds. And then you can see the official track takes it into Florida coming up over the weekend. And there is at least right now, a low chance of seeing hurricane force winds, especially across southern parts of Florida as we make our way late into the weekend. Don't want to let you go without talking about Jose, which is also way out here in the Atlantic. It could become a hurricane and move toward the northeast Caribbean over the weekend, but it's not forecast to become a major hurricane. And then Tropical Storm Katia here in the Bay of Campeche, which is south of Texas. And a lot of folks along the coast of Texas nervous about this system, but thankfully the steering currents are going to move it southwest into Mexico and away from Texas and the United States. So that storm will have no impact on us whatsoever. Here's our forecast. We have plenty of sunshine, not just today, not just tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. All sunny skies, not a drop of rain in the forecast, and that low humidity will continue as well. Lows in the 60s, highs in the upper 80s to near 90 this weekend.
Oh, it looks so perfect, Jeff. Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to enjoy that.